Oh, just inflicting so much damage to the body.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Here we go, fellas. I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time.
If Pete Dunne is one thing, it's tenacious. The Bruiserweight's natural instinct is to always attack his opponent. The assaults that follow are devastating to a superstar's well-being. Forget about winning or losing the match.
And Pete Dunne's finisher is appropriately named, Saxton. When a superstar gets dropped with the bitter end, they are not getting up. Every superstar tries to create a finishing move that they can perform on any opponent. I don't care who you are. Andre the Giant's sit-down splash will leave you in the canvas permanent.
What an overhand chop. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Attack to the midsection.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Be careful not to get disqualified. Boom! Beautiful technique.
Ooh-wee.
There are certain finishers that seem like there's no coming back from. I think if you pulled the WWE locker room, the sit-down splash from the 8th wonder of the world would be #1 on that list.
You're never going to count a WWE superstar out, but I don't see anyone kicking out of a pinfall after they've suffered the sit-down splash from Andre the Giant.
Ooh, what impact. Harsh impact. Oh, come on.
How can this be legal? This could lead to a disqualification quick.
Oh, what a splash.
Looking to lock it in here.
Many of the early WrestleMania events were shaped by the colossal presence of the 8th wonder of the world. WrestleMania 2 featured a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal that featured WWE superstars and players from the NFL. It should be of no surprise that the match saw one superstar left standing, Andre the Giant.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Throughout his illustrious career, Andre the Giant's been known as the master of battle royals. Andre's dominance in the WWE versus NFL Battle Royal at WrestleMania 2 was simply awesome.
There's no doubt about that, Michael. Look at how easily Andre disposed of a world-class tag team like the Hart Foundation. The 8th wonder of the world tossed Bret Hitman Hart over the rope and onto his partner, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He's never lacked for energy. A man that big, you can see why.
Oh, right to the gut.
Nailed it. The only strategy I think makes any sense when you go up against Andre the Giant is to utilize the classic boxing technique of stick and move. Land a shot on the big man, then move. Land another shot, then move again.
Complete control.
How can they get away with that? That's not legal.
No. Here's his moment, Michael.
Oh, that hurt to the spine.
Picking the spot.
Oh, my gosh.
Supersized elbow drop.
He's got it. Let's see it once more.
Yeah, this match is all but over.
Looking to lock it in here.
Coming up with a plan to go up against the enormous...
Whoa, he gets out of it. He's at another level right now, Michael.
Oh, and a chop to the side of the face.
He's done.
Boom! Vicious, look out. Andre the Giant is measuring. Is he done?
Gets to the ropes, forcing the break.
Well, Michael, I have to question the decision to go for a submission so close to the ropes.
I got right to the gut. That's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it. Oof.
In 1993, a touching video tribute on the career of Andre the Giant aired across all of WWE television programs. That footage was the way
He's looking at it. Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
When WWE announced that it created a Hall of Fame, it was fitting that its largest superstar and one of its most beloved figures would be the first to be inducted. There's no one in our business like Andre the Giant.
Talk about a giant announcement. What a way to let the world know that there will be a WWE Hall of Fame. There's no better way than to make the 8th wonder of the world your first inductee.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
You gotta believe this one's... I think we know what this is. Andre the Giant is in position. Ooh!
This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission.
Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming.
Showing some quickness there. Gets him in position.
This is not going to end well for him, Michael.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying a submission move quickly. Come on, Corey. Try and keep up.
I'd say every superstar remembers their first match on Raw, but for Pete Dunne, Byron, his first match has a little extra special meaning as it took place in his home country of England.
Well, not only that, Michael, but Pete Dunne also walked away from that match with a decisive victory over the WWE Cruiserweight Champion at the time. Pretty impressive, if you ask me.
We already established that Pete Dunne was successful in his first Raw match, but to me, the biggest takeaway from that was that the 23-year-old didn't exhibit an ounce of nervousness in front of a sellout crowd.
What is this superstar going to do now?
Take a nap. He's making a statement here with this attack. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
Boom, what impact.
Oh, nasty impact.
No, it's not over yet.
Wow, part of me thought he was going to tap, Cole. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon. Ooh, harsh and no! Game, set, match. This one is over.
In case you're keeping score, that's twice, Byron.
That should do it.
Oh, man. Andre the Giant has eyes to finish.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as a special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
We're going to lock it in here.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
Right up against his face.
Come on.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as...
Oh, no. We know what this is.
Man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
Boom, right across the small of the back.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, my God, he won the match. I can't believe it. He won the match.
Here is your winner, the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant!
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
Here we go, fellas. I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time.
Drew McIntyre looking to squeeze his opponents like a set of bagpipes.
Byron, That metaphor was uglier than a pile of haggis.
Dominating shoulder tackle. What a stomp. Good grief.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
What a stomp. Good grief. What a stomp. Good grief. Breaking the rules. Boom. Oh, right to the gut. This might be it. Oh, my.
Every superstar tries to create a finishing move that they can perform on any opponent. I don't care who you are, Andre the Giant's sit-down splash will leave you in the canvas permanent. Boom! Running STO plants him.
Nicely done. Oh, targeting the stomach.
There are certain finishers that seem like there's no coming back from. I think if you polled the WWE locker room, the sit-down splash from the eighth wonder of the world would be #1 on that list.
You never want to count a WWE superstar out, but I don't see anyone kicking out of a pinfall after they've suffered the sit-down splash from Andre the Giant.
Get in there, Ref. Not sure how much more McIntyre can take.
I can promise it's not much.
There may be no coming back from this.
Oh, man, his family has to be concerned about him right now.
When this guy's on, look out. What does Andre the Giant?
No! Oh. This one's over, guys.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
And the instinct from the Giant on display. Drew McIntyre gets out of the way. Oh, boy, he is rolling. Impactful slam. This one is over. Jeez, I felt that with a big splash. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match.
His shoulders are down. Andre the Giant did it.
Here is your winner, the 8th wonder of the world, Andre. And from Manchester, England, weighing in at 256 pounds, the British Bulldog.
A true powerhouse in every sense of the word. One of the most powerful superstars ever to grace a WWE ring. And a man whose bark and bite are equally as lethal.
Think back to WrestleMania 2 when he won the tag team titles with the Dynamite Kid as part of the British Bulldogs. And since then, he's gone on to win the Intercontinental title, the European title, even become a hardcore...
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Matches like this rarely end inside the ring, which is what makes them so unpredictable.
No matter what, it is impossible to escape the intimidating aura of the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
Now, you and I can't dispute that, Saxton. There is no greater force than the 7'4", 500-pound Giant.
Ooh, that hurt.
A sharp one right to the cheekbone. Axe handle finds the mark. Attack to the midsection.
Incredible drop.
British Bulldog on his heels now. He was incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
What are we going to see here?
Look at the power.
Choke bomb! What a stomp! Good grief! Kick!
Double axe handle smash.
Woo-wee! Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes.
Nailed it. Beautiful technique.
Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply declare the victory.
Yeah, the referee may only have one job, but I'm still willing to bet he finds a way to...
The end may be near.
Oh, man, that hurt.
Is he done? Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
British Bulldog looks like he's down and out. He started this match in great health, but now it seems fatigue has set in.
I think he's in shock right now. And by the sound of this crowd, I don't think he's the only one feeling that way.
Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules. Oh!
Oh, what impact. Oh, right to the gut.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Oh, my goodness, this hurts. Oh! In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match. Looking for the exclamation point.
Here we go. Oh, nasty impact.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, sit-out slam.
Hey, you're going to get yourself disqualified.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
When this guy's on, look out.
Big forearm smash.
Andre the Giant had an appreciation for fine cuisine like a...
Look out.
Oh, what impact.
That one should put the Bulldog... No! Oh. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? Come on. Oh! That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Great move by him right there.
Yeah, let's see that one again.
Oh, somehow.
How'd he do that?
WWE Hall of Famer Pat Patterson tells incredible stories of Andre the Giant going from restaurant to restaurant while on the road, enjoying an amazing range of cuisines and wines from one end of the world to the other.
The eighth wonder of the world was known as a connoisseur of the finer things in life, and even owned a restaurant at one point in the historic Canadian city of Montreal. Andre the Giant did it all, and then some.
Oh, that's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it.
We're going to lock it in here.
The only strategy I think makes any sense when you go up against Andre the Giant is to utilize... Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Well, this will damage your back. You better be careful not to get disqualified. Nailed it.
Toss to the outside.
Coming up with a plan to go up against the enormous Andre the Giant is literally a superstar's biggest challenge. Corey, the idea you mentioned earlier of trying to stick and move might be the best approach.
Both of you have mentioned the stick and move technique as the best way to battle Andre the Giant, and I agree with you, but let's face it, it could be the only way to beat Andre the Giant.
When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money, there are few better than the November 2016 battle between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks.
WWE Hall of Famer Pat Patterson is credited with creating the Royal Rumble match, which has gone on to become one of the most popular matches in WWE history.
Speaking of that classic Charlotte-Sasha encounter Corey mentioned, we should add that it was the first time ever that the Women's Championship changed hands in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
And guys, I will never forget the image of Charlotte tapping out to that unique bank statement in the crowd, surrounded by the WWE Universe. Devastating elbow. Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow. Wow, British Bulldog is being controlled now.
British Bulldog doesn't know what hit him.
This is going to be bad for Andre the Giant.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a Falls Count Anywhere match is that anything goes. And I do mean anything.
I hope someone uses you as a weapon, Saxton.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Overhand chop.
Hip drop. As Byron mentioned, anything goes in this one, which means we're likely to see a little use of weaponry here tonight. And keep in mind, Cole, the fact that there's no disqualification also means that anybody can interfere, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's feeling it, and Andre's scary as all get out when he's rolling like this.
Andre the Giant.
No! Oh. That one should put the Bulldog down for good. This is not going to end well for Andre the Giant.
Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules.
Wow, Andre the Giant just timed that perfectly.
And the instinct from the Giant on display.
Just launched. Look out here.
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring, the stands, the locker room. Heck, it could even end outside the streets.
And on top of that, it's worth noting that anything is legal in this match, guys. The only rule is there are no rules.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. Military press slam.
But I don't know how much will it be? 1, 2,
Digging deep for a kick out.
I don't think his opponent was expecting that.
He's not going to like this.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around. He's never lacked for energy. A man that big, you can see why.
What a strike. Come on now. What's this display? I thought the British Bulldog came here to compete. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
And what a reversal from the British Bulldog.
Will it be?
I think so.
You're not going to win many matches that easily.
What did you expect? He is a Giant after all.
And the instinct from the Giant on display.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Ooh-wee.
Look out.
No! Oh. Here's his moment, Michael. The pitfalls of gravity, Michael.
He's going for the pin.
And he's able to get out.
Can you believe this?
Look at Andre the Giant.
Oh my gosh!
Supersized elbow drop.
His shoulders are down.
The cover, and this one's history. What a win.
Here is your winner,
batten down the hatches. Here comes the master among men.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 385 pounds, he is Mr. Money in the Bank, Braun Strowman.
For some time now, Corey, a long list of big men have entered WWE to take Big Show's place and put him out to pasture.
Yeah, and right at the top of that list is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. When these two behemoths square off, their combined weight nearly tops 800 pounds. That's a lot of pressure for a ring to support.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Hey, he got himself into this mess.
He's got to get himself out of it now.
Oh, nasty impact.
The monster among men is here.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 385 pounds, he is Mr. Money in the Bank, Braun Strowman.
Here's a man who won the greatest Royal Rumble in Jeddah. For some time now, Corey, a long list of big men have entered WWE to take Big Show's place and put him out to pasture.
Yeah, and right at the top of that list is the monster among men, Braun Strowman. When these two behemoths square off, their combined weight nearly tops 800.
The shoulders are down.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
Schoolboy.
Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Into the powerbomb position now.
And that's not necessarily where you want to be at this point in the match.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
Guys, I think it needs to be said that, yes, while we all are enjoying watching this match, you cannot deny the real dangers these superstars are presented with here tonight.
You gotta believe this one's over. I have to agree with what Byron was saying about the dangers of Hell in a Cell. The truth is that superstars change forever after competing in this demonic structure.
For once, I agree with both of you. The fact of the matter is that tonight will likely be the most demanding night of these superstars' careers.
Guys, we oftentimes talk about the dangers of competing inside Hell in a Cell. But let's not forget these competitors aren't the only ones in there. It could be just as dangerous for the official as well.
Wow, Big Show's taking some heat here. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now. I agree with Michael's point on the dangers of this match. I mean, the environment is so brutal for all involved. Just go back to look at referee Tim White after he officiated one of those matches.
Yeah, he was never the same after that. In fact, White said Hell in a Cell ruined his life. Beautiful technique.
I could try. Back the clock to April 17, 2017. Byron, that was the night Braun Strowman did one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen when he delivered a ring-crushing superplex to the mighty Big Show.
Ring-crushing doesn't even begin to explain it, Michael. The ring literally imploded on impact. It was unlike anything that I've ever seen before.
You guys mentioned how the ring collapsed when Strowman superplexed Big Show, which was amazing. But for me, the most amazing part was that Strowman was actually able to get back to his feet just moments afterward.
Yeah, the Monster Among Men stood tall while the men...
For some time. There's some...
These guys giving this sold-out crowd exactly what they came to see. What an incredible match.
Double schoolboy. He's got him covered. Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Into the powerbomb position now.
And that's not necessarily where you want to be at this point.
And here's a cover. Ooh, what impact. Double schoolboy. Will this be enough?
And there's the reversal from Big Show.
Double boom. Wait a minute. Schoolboy.
Braun Strowman is taking a beating, and he could be out at any moment now. This is not where he wants to be at this point in this match.
Oh, man. He's getting manhandled in there. I don't know how much more of this he can take. Let's remember, though, guys, his opponent doesn't seem to be in great shape either.
Fireman's carry. This doesn't look good, Corey.
Couldn't agree more, Cole. This has got trouble written all over it.
Big Show doing a great job of turning that around.
given their performances tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end. Strowman is taking no prisoners right here.
Double schoolboy. Look out. Schoolboy for the win.
This is it.
Oh. Harsh impact. Oh, what impact.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight.
Here he goes.
But can Strowman follow up here? That is exactly what Braun Strowman needed.
Guys, let's go to the replay.
Yeah, I definitely need to see that again.
Braun Strowman gets the win.